I am going to say what no YouTuber should ever say. Do not like this video. Lava it. Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Oceanblock. In between episodes, I didn't do too much, but I did find out something. So, first and foremost, to explain this, I messed up in my placement of a water bucket when I was trying to put water in here for some sluicing, and I accidentally waterlogged my chest, and I just can't get it out, so until I break this chest, that's just gonna be there, and knowing my history with chests, that may not happen. But I got a good bit of resources from it, and I was actually able to use my gold to get a permanent ingot cast. This is my only cast for right now, but still, it's all pretty good. And lastly, the thing I did was I figured out another thing that this thing does. It actually is able to manually pump water into it when I thought that it was just able to manually sluice it. No, if I have a source of water underneath it, it'll put that water into here. So by having an infinite water source underneath it, it'll just infinitely put it in. And I also made a hopper to be able to put some things in there. So now if I was to take a piece of this compressed sand and then turn it into 9, throw that into there, and there we go. It just starts going. Yay! And yeah, that's all going to be well and good because I am going to need a good bit of gold for something. But I won't need it currently at this moment in time. I may need it later on. But what I want to do is I want to be able to get enough gold so that way I can get up to a gold mesh, because with a gold mesh I'll actually be able to start getting some more resources. One of which in particular is going to be very useful. But for right now, I want to remedy a mistake that I made last video. Not being that I didn't get a sapling, I already fixed all that with everything that happened last episode. No, what I want to do is I want to fix the mistake of me not realizing that, where is it? Here it is. That my boats were only for crafting. I found out what I need to do, and I'm going to do it today. So what we need is one of these bigger boats, which means I'm going to need 2 more boats and some chests and some string. That's not a problem. What's going to be a bit more difficult is going to be the sail. It needs 5 wool. I have enough string for that. 2 logs. I have enough wood for that. And then some rope. In order for me to get that, I need slime. I know how to get it, and it's actually not that hard. I'm just going to need to do a little bit of swimming. So if we open up my map, we can see all sorts of things on here, but this thing up here and this thing down here, those are both very special things, and there also looks to be a temple under the water, but we'll figure that out another time. These islands, one of them is where we're going to go. I think I'm going to go to this one down here just because it looks closer. So I just need to go into here, and then I need to mark it. And how I mark it is I go right-click it, and then add a waypoint, and then I can just call it the Island. And there we go. Now we have ourselves a waypoint that goes all the way over to where we need to go, and I can actually see it off in the distance. Alrighty, well then let's go, and hopefully nothing over there wants to kill me. I hope there isn't. And this definitely is a closer one because I really couldn't see the other one no matter how hard I tried. Realistically, I didn't need to put the waypoint at all. I'm also really glad I got these flippers while I was looking through stuff in the barrels because it increases my swimming speed so much. It's so nice. My hammer does a weird thing though, but either way though, here we are, we have a slime island. Now, what the slime island is A, it's a place I'm pretty sure slimes can spawn, but it doesn't look like there's any right now, which is good. What it also has is slime trees, and these things right here, congealed slime blocks. And these give me slime. I'll probably come back here for the congealed slime later because, oh, there is a slime. But not the congealed. I meant the slime trees because those things are actually going to be a little bit useful for tinkers. But other than that, though, I have nothing to worry about them for right now. So let's just head back home. Alrighty, we're back home. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and then make myself I need to be able to make myself the leads. I actually only needed 1 slime ball, so that's actually really convenient. Forget placing it all separately, we're just putting it all in at once. There we go, now we have the sail, and then now we just need to collect everything else. So I believe my boat should still be in here. There we go. I want to go ahead and convert the rest of that into wood, and then we can just ask this to make, do they stack? No, they do not. So then we're going to need to give ourselves our 3 boats, okay? And then we can just start the crafting process because we can put it all into... All into... Here. There we go. I don't know why it worked, but there we go. Now we have ourselves a little cog. So then after that, I just need to go down, place this in the water. And there we go. Look at this. I've got myself a little sailboat. Oh my gosh, it actually looks really sick. It's turning nighttime though, and the seas are not safe at night. So we shall sleep, and then we shall set sail.
Tomorrow.
Alrighty, it's time for us to set sail, and I know just where we're going to go. So it's time to lower the sails so that we may go and find our land. Okay, wait a minute. I need to raise it a little bit so that way I can turn properly. It's like Sea of Thieves. You just gotta make everything work. Oh. There we go. Yes. Just move gently along and then lower the sails all the way, and we're off to the distant land. That's not a sea shanty. I am moving so very fast. Look at all the water particles. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Editor me, play like a sea shanty or something if it's not copyrighted or anything. There's a lot of those, which doesn't make much sense. My only grievance with this is that I can't really see anything. I know. Yes, here it is. Okay, raise the sails just a little bit. Slow it down. Okay, wait. This is a pretty good speed. And here we go. So the reason why I want to come here is because it's a distant island, and I have no idea what it is. Oh, and there's something down there too, but I can't do anything with that yet. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Raise the sail. Okay, move it around just a little bit. Okay, and then raise it back up. Okay. Is that what I think it is? Because that looks a lot like, yeah, it's mineral. Why is mineral here? Can I break the mineral glass? No, it just breaks. Okay, so there's just... Wait a minute. There's a spawner in here. Wait, what are you? Oh, it's a skeleton spawner. That's not good. I don't have any weapon. I mean, I have a dagger. I have a dagger. Okay, wait, break the block. Break it! Paxel! Where's my Paxel? Okay, break it down now. Okay, here we go. Oh, and there's a gold barrel over there. Oh gosh, I kinda want that. Okay, well, I know what this is now. Time to book it, because skeleton pirates, those are very bad. Okay, Jake, let's go. Run! Sail away! So, I mean, this boat isn't that bad once you get used to it. It's just I would prefer to have more mobility like I do with my rowboats. So, just bring it up, and there we go. We're already over here. Alright, a gold barrel. Let's see if he'll give me anything of use. Nope, nothing of use. Okay, well, at least I know what those islands have in store. There's a gold barrel up there. How much do I care about doing that? Because, I mean, you know, they've got loot in them, but is it worth it? Yes, it is. Can I reach it from here? I can reach it from here. Okay, wait, what did it give me? It just gave me draconium! What? Episode 2, we already have draconium. If you don't know what draconium is, you better stick around for this series, because you're going to find out eventually, and it's going to be beautiful. Approaching the docks! Okay, it's actually a really good thing that I have a dock system already, because that way, I'll be able to park properly. We're home! Yay! I have mixed feelings about this boat system. You know, it's funny, now that I've turned up my render distance, I can actually see a lot more of the structures that are around me. There is a lot of them. I'm definitely going to be doing a crap ton of exploring in between episodes, and if I find anything of interest, it may feature in a video. But no more of that, because we're going to solve a problem that we've had. This thing right here, it's pretty good, but it can only hold one fluid at a time, and these seared bricks, they're pretty expensive at this current moment in time. And what do I mean by expensive? Well, it's because the only way I'm able to actually get all the stuff that I need for like clay and stuff like that, I mean, it's all around me, but that's the problem, is that I'm only able to get all the stone, dirt, and all that stuff I need from my island. I would rather have a way to generate the stuff normally, and the only way I would really be able to do that would be if I could generate the dirt so that way I could get clay, and the stone so that way I could get everything else. So I would need something to generate stone. How do you do that? Oh yeah, that means we're gonna need lava. So the way that we're going to need to get lava is something called a tempered glass jar. But before we can get that, we need to get something called cast iron. cast iron is very easy to get. We just need to put iron on a campfire, which I already have. So I am going to need about 7 of this cast iron, but that may not be a problem for me only having 2 iron, because from this, I am actually, oh, nope, I'm only going to get 2. Okay, never mind. That means I'm gonna need 3 more iron. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of chunks. There we go. Anyways, I'll get all this going, and I'll see you all when I got it all.
Later.
Alrighty, so now that we've gotten all of that, we're going to need to go ahead and then make this thing right here called the cast iron gear. The reason we need that is so that we can then make these things called cast iron tubes. I think I'm actually going to need a little bit more iron for something else, so I can go ahead and get that going for right now. But before anything else now, we're going to need some sand. Because in order to get this, we need tempered glass. And to get tempered glass, you're going to need glass paint. You can't do it with normal glass, which is unfortunate. And we all know how to get glass paint. I'm going to need 6 glass, which means I'm going to need to make myself some sand. Alrighty, I got the tempered glass. And I actually made a little bit more glass than I actually needed for something else. But for right now, we can go ahead, mix all of this together, and there we go. Now we have ourselves the tempered glass jar. So now then after that, we're going to need to give ourselves 4 iron. So we take all of this, and then we have a singularity tank. So the reason we have this is going to be for something else, so we can just go ahead and then put that right there. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to break this pot, because we don't actually need that for right now anyways. So then we're going to put this tempered glass jar right here, and there we go. That's pretty much this part done. So then we just need to put the casting tube right above this and then lead it down into the tank. So now any fluids that we generate inside of here will go into the tank. Now luckily for me, I already have a crap ton of this stuff. What we need is we need to make it cobblestone. Oh, I can actually do a lot of these things, but I need to find lava. Yes, this one right here. I need to use stone to make lava. This is the recipe that it'll allow me to do. And wait, is it taking it from, how is it doing it? Okay, so how this thing works is, I don't know entirely how it works. I thought I was gonna have to put something in it, but basically by having a low temperature heat source, there's a high temperature one, but I need soul stuff for that. In having cobblestone, I can make lava. I need lava so that way I can make more cobblestone, but I didn't put anything in here, so how is it doing this? I gotta look this thing up. How the heck does this thing work? Yeah, I honestly have no idea how this thing really works. I didn't put anything in it, but I guess it works for its purpose, I guess. So then I guess let's go ahead and also collect my random reward. What is this? Oh, it's a Botania thing. Okay, I can't do anything with this. Either way, though, at least this thing doesn't keep on going. But now, if I take this in, we have ourselves the lava. And now that we have the lava, we are going to be able to start going towards different places. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. But the best part about all of this is, if I were to take this, I really want this to be at an edge, that way it doesn't mess up anything. Okay, let it go, and then, wait, can it not do that? Okay, it does. But wait, it makes straight stone. Oh, that sucks. Oh, maybe not, actually. Because what that means is I could use this to expand my island so that way I'd have more space. Oh, that might be a 50 IQ play. Not really too high, but you know, still. It's because if I just need to like place lava down and then it can expand everything because I already have a little bit of space as it is. And this way, I don't need to use too many sources. Interesting, interesting. But I can always get some more lava later because right now we need to find a good place for this. Alrighty, so I've got the basic area laid out for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put cobblestone right here, and then we'll put the lava bucket right here. And then I want to take a bucket of water and then put that right here. And that hole down there is absolutely necessary for this to work. If this still works like this, I don't know if it will. So all that I can really do is just break the block, hope that it works. It does work. Okay, great. So it's a little bit inefficient, but I got infinite cobblestone. And because I have infinite cobblestone, that means, oh gosh, it's going a little bit faster. But let's say if I were to use a hammer on this, I would turn that into gravel. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. So that means I have both an infinite cobblestone generator and an infinite gravel generator, which can then turn into all sorts of different things. It's beautiful. It's absolutely lovely. And it was absolutely necessary, so now I don't need to keep on eating out certain things from all over the place. It's awesome. Now, I will say this about the jar thing over here. There is ways to make this thing go faster, because like with all the temperatures and stuff like that, let's go ahead and find the temper jar so I can show you all what I mean. If we go into here, there's like high temperature things and low temperature things, but the low temperature things have varying temperatures. Like say if I had lava with it, it would have an efficiency of 2, so that means it would be twice as fast. So it'd probably take only about 1 minute. And then with the magma block, it has an efficiency of 3. So I don't know how long anything with that would take, but it would be very, very useful. And as for how we would actually get a magma block, that would be very interesting, and I do want to give it a try. You'd need to put lava in a dripper and then have a 1x compressed cobblestone underneath that. And I actually have 2 of those, so I guess then let's go ahead and find the lava thing again. There we go, it's right into here, and then I can go ahead, start that recipe up once again. It did definitely just take one from my inventory. Okay, so you know what, that's fine, because I can just turn the process on and off as I want. There is a way to kind of automate it, but it would take something that I don't have at this time, which is redstone. Because in order for me to get redstone, I would need a redstone cluster, and in order for me to get that, I need the chunks, which would mean I would need either a diamond mesh or a gold mesh. So for that, I would need 4 gold, and I don't think I have enough for that. Yeah, I don't. Either way, though, now we've got ourselves the second bucket of lava, and then we're just going to need to put the compressed cobblestone right underneath this, and then we can go ahead, put the lava in there, and then hope that nothing burns down. Hoping. This has actually a 60% chance of being able to turn into a magma block for each process. So I think like a process is just like a little bit of a bucket. Yeah, like right there. Oh, it actually turned into it. Wow, that's actually really lucky. Now, I'm going to actually leave it because there's also an even smaller chance, a 5%, wow, that if I leave it again, it will turn into blue magma block, which would be even stronger. And it would also make this thing supercharged. But I don't know if the lower end things will work if it's superheated or not. That is something I'm worried about. And then while I'm waiting for that, I can go ahead and generate myself some gravel. Oh boy.
Much later.
Alrighty, so I actually did end up getting the blue magma block, which was very, very impressive. Now, I don't want to break that thing because that could just cause a whole lot of problems if I just broke that, because I don't actually have a way to replace that for right now. So then let's go ahead and move this over to here, and then we can go ahead and expand one of the casting tubes right over to there, and bam, we have things that can be superheated now. Now then, I am actually going to make the whole smelter, and the reason for that is because while I was waiting, I ended up getting enough of the things I needed. So we just need to put that into there, and then we can start making all of this like that, and there we go. Now we have plenty of grout, if not more than enough. And I'm also going to want to throw a clay inside of this thing, so that way I can get something very specific for another thing in a little while. And now I just need to smelt down all of my grout. I'll see you all when that's done.
Much later.
Alrighty, I should have all the seared bricks that I'm going to actually need. So, first and foremost, we're going to need to make something called the seared fluid tank. I just realized that I'm going to need some glass for that. And I don't really have any of that on me. That's no problem. I can just go ahead and then make another glass right here because I have enough of the time for that. So then I can go ahead and then make that, and there we go. Now I have the seared fuel tank. Next, we're going to need a seared drain. It's going to be very special. After that, we're going to want this thing here called the casting basin, and that is going to be very, very special. And we're actually going to need to utilize that right now, because in order for us to get the final thing, we're going to need to use this here, and then we're going to need to take out this seared heater right here, and then throw that into there, and then we pour in what was actually supposed to be the not fuel, it was supposed to be copper, but I thought that it was going to be clay, so I was completely wrong about that. So then we combine all that together, and here we go. Now we have the smeltery controller, and then after that, we have the most magical point in all of this. We just need to combine all of it into blocks. I need a good bit of them, but I should have enough of it. Alrighty then, well, I guess with that out of the way, all that it'll be left to do will be to just build this thing. So here is how you build yourself a smeltery. It's like the meltery, but it's way bigger. First, you're just going to need a 9 thing right here. You don't want this to be here. This will be the flooring of it. I'm definitely going to need to get rid of that. So then, after that, what you're going to want is going to want to put a temporary block right there, and then another one right here. Corners are not essential. They don't need to really be here, so we can just go on in, and then just continue building outwards like so, until we have ourselves a little formation around here. So then after that, we're going to put a temporary block right here, and then we're going to put the seared drain right there. That is where that is going to go, and then right over here, I'm definitely going to rearrange some things to make this more aesthetically pleasing. We can then put the casting thing. So this way, we can have both of these things working at the same time. Well, actually, I'm not sure if they can be at the same time, but they'll definitely be able to both work. Then after that, we're going to want the smeltery controller, and then the fuel tank, and then it's all working. Now, I can put more of these seared bricks on this thing to make it bigger, so that way it has a bigger fuel capacity, but for right now, this should work well enough. So then lastly, all we're going to need to do is we're just going to need to make some lava, so that way we can get this thing working. I don't know if I can pump lava straight from here into there. I definitely should probably test that in a little while, but for right now, all I need to do is I just need to throw that into there, and bam! Now this thing is fueled. It will always be fueled by lava, and with this, I can actually hold multiple metals at once. That is another thing it can hold. It can hold my blood. I have no reason for that, though, so I don't know what to do with that. Well, I mean, that's no real problem, so yeah, now we have ourselves the whole smeltery, and if I wanted to increase it ever, I could. So yeah, all some really good stuff. I'm honestly very proud of this, because it did take me a little bit to get everything set up, but ultimately, I was able to do some pretty good progression. After having the jump start from yesterday for me losing everything, this really paid off, because it kind of allowed me to progress to this point way earlier than I should have. So I guess then I just need to collect everything. Let's see, what do I got? Ooh, a growth accelerator. I also have a parrot spawn egg, but I don't really need that. So let's go ahead and then throw all this in here. I also got a laser lens. So what this growth accelerator does, it's from Mystical Agricultures, which is probably going to be a very integral part of this whole mod pack. What I need to do is I need to go underneath one of these things right here. And then I put a growth accelerator right there. Then I can build back up, and if I were to break this thing, it would basically accelerate how fast the block above it grows. Unless I'm wrong about it. Yeah, it says it grows plants above it much faster, so I don't really know how much faster it does it, but I mean, it definitely will do it faster. Either way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my last Oceanblock video. Bye-bye!